I would like to welcome everyone to the 25th episode of Money Trees. I'm your host, Khufu, and today I'm joined by a true multi-hyphenate, musician, photographer, creative director, future legend. Future legend. I got to make sure I say that. I got to say that with my chest. Jayprob is in the virtual building. How you doing today, Jay?
What's goody, my guy?
Shit, man, out here living. How are you? Oh, well, I just asked you that. See,
I love that.
I'm catching up.
I love that for you.
Oh man, it's New York cold. I was outside, went to the bodega, got a little late lunch, and now I'm in here. Y'all are fresh off.
You know it's cold.
Oh no, what's up?
You know it's cold when you only. Nah, I'm saying it's cold when you only go to the bodega for food. It's like everything else is too far.
Yo, man, I'm sick because the one that I really liked, they was randomly closed today, so I had to go like an extra couple blocks. But you know how it be. Y'all are coming off your last NFT drop, and you're back at OS NYC tomorrow. I think this will be the first. This will be the first event I've gone out to all year, so I'm excited for that. Can you tell the people a little bit about what's going to be happening tomorrow?
All right, man. So we're doing the NFT launch live. But it's going to encompass so many different things. Besides just I'm really excited about this one because last time we kind of got our feet wet with our first Genesis drop together. Me and Rocky Snyder. For those of you guys who don't know who are listening to this, we dropped Bronxlyn, right? And we were accompanied by Team Phlote and with Glass XYZ and Culture Hub. So basically, we not only just do we want to do the drop, but we also kind of wanted to find a way that we can kind of like educate and empower like people in our community in terms of like just like learning more about Web3 as a whole. So we did some panel discussions. Anybody who's ever been to OS NYC, like it's a really dope space for this what we got going on because it's like a an upscale kind of like tech gaming bar. So it's like a lot of like gaming shit that's going on in there. Yeah, man, it was a cool vibe. So yeah, we dropped our first NFT on the Prism protocol on Glass XYZ, and this time we're gonna be dropping Bronxlyn too. But not only are we gonna be doing the panel discussions, we're actually also going to be having a competition. That the winner of the competition they'll be able to. We're gonna mint the song that wins for them, courtesy of Team Phlote. So yeah.
Damn, we got Bronxlyn too and a free mint. Okay,
Yeah, man.
Okay. Where are you minting the song at? Is it going to be on Glass or somewhere else? Or I guess Glass's videos.
Yeah. We'll be unfolding everything tomorrow. So like it's gonna.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, for anyone that's hearing this late, we talking Tuesday, February 8th at OS NYC. We're gonna share the party bid flyer. It's here on the Twitter recording, but I'm gonna attach into the link so y'all can go check it out. Is this gonna be filmed? Will there be like footage for people that are hearing it late to come and see the vibe that y'all had?
I think we want to figure out a way that we can live stream it in the future. I'm not sure if we're gonna be live streaming this one, but yeah, it's definitely gonna be like footage in terms of like recap video and like photos and stuff. But we wanna definitely be able to live stream it. I think that's what we're gonna try to do in the future. If not this next time, then the one coming after this in March. We're gonna try to do these like monthly. Not try.
Live streaming that is cold. That's fire, especially with the performances too. I already know that there's some dope artists that'll be pulling through. I'm excited to go check that out tomorrow. So now we got that. We know what you're getting into actively, but I want to backtrack a little bit and talk about how you really got started. So, like I mentioned earlier, you're doing three things, three very similar but kind of different minded elements with making music, taking pictures, and forming creative direction, right? For you, which did you start first, or where did you get
Uh,
started first?
I don't know, man. Like people always ask me this question. It's such a weird thing because it's kind of like I don't know. It's like melted in like this kind of like I don't know infinite part of my like memory or something. It's like I've been into music since I was a kid, so I don't really know when I exactly started. I know when I started, like when I first put my first song on like streaming, it was like 2018. But obviously, I was writing before and like rapping before that. Like, um, same thing with like with the photography, or even like I got like a camera for my ninth birthday. No, I would think I was 9 years old and it was Christmas. Like, and I used to just take pictures of mad stuff. So it's like, where does it really start? You know, like I think I probably did my. I don't even remember when I probably did my first shoot. Like, it's just been a thing that I just always been doing, man. For real, to be honest.
My man Jay said, I was born into this. I can't even remember a starting point. It's always been natural. I love that.
Nah, because I feel like a lot of people be like, yeah, I just started rapping like last month, and I put my first song out, and I just went viral, and it'd be like, there's no way that that happened. Like,
I think that there's a kind of a, I don't know if we're gonna call it a stigma, but like people want to be or seem cool by saying like, oh, like I'm not even trying, or like I'm not putting in effort. And to me, I
exactly.
don't know, like I appreciate the fact that motherfuckers would be like, nah, like I've been working at this, so like, yo, I've been doing this for a minute, I've been putting the time into it, like I care about my craft. And so
Yeah.
when I
That's kind of
said,
yo. That's kind of like you would never hear Kobe Bryant say, "Yo, I ain't shoot nothing in the gym today. Like I didn't shoot anything. I just came out here, started shooting, and I'm wet." Like
Exactly. Like,
shout out Team Phlote for anyone that's listening on the podcast. That's who jumped in here, helping throw this fire event that Jay and Rocky and Future Legend are putting together for tomorrow. But yeah, man, Kobe would never be like that. Like, oh yeah,
but yeah,
I just showed up.
I hopped in on the live stream toward the end of the live streaming conversation, and we just me and AJ just had this conversation. And I think while I think it would be super dope to do that, I also do like the idea that like in a world that's so full of like communication and streaming that like you got to pull the fuck up and be there. Like you can have the recaps and do all that stuff, and like we can still have all this technology, but there's got to be there's something to just throwing a fire party and after the fact, like, damn, bro, you missed out. Like, you couldn't sit behind your fucking Twitch keyboard and fucking, you know what I mean? Like,
You got to
get out,
experience it, yeah.
yeah, get out of the
Especially in the
house,
city
bro.
too. There are no. So when I was speaking with Rocky and just like the energy that y'all are bringing to the city around NFTs, like we had NFT NYC, and at least my sphere, nothing really hit my radar. Like I wasn't seeing any other events in between. What was that? The first week of November, and then now, like at least nothing that I felt like I would have wanted to go to. The OS spot, you found a fire venue. It feels like one of those old gaming arcades that I used to see. It's like I was in that middle ground where I never really got to go to the arcades, but I know like my uncles would tell me about those stories. So OS kind of felt like that, but a more modern version, and it seemed like the perfect place to mix the music and the NFTs with. But yeah, I think that that's an interesting point of kind of creating that FOMO where it increases the value of being there for the people that went there and got to see it and got to experience it.
Yeah,
Because some
yeah.
some energies can't be captured through live stream.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, they definitely have the capabilities to do that shit. I mean, shout out Sam and them. We definitely, picked the right partners in this for sure. They're great people, and we have the
100%.
opportunity. Yeah, we have the opportunity to do that for sure. But like I said, like man, I just remember going to crazy fucking release parties. You know what I mean? Like going to like some of these like, underground house parties in like Philly, and like they weren't promoted, that you couldn't live stream. You had to be there. But when you were there, you came back with a fucking story, and the next time you brought another person. So they just grew that way. And I think once you get to a certain point, then maybe live streaming and things like that. But like, man, yeah, I just like building the community up like that way, as opposed to like just being like, yeah, we could do it. So I think it's got to be a reason for us to use the technology. And I give a lot of props to Jay and Rocky because Like we're all sitting here on phone calls, on text messages, on threads. Like we're all like I'm dead ass. Like I'm in Michael's at fucking 7:30 at night picking up shit and doing arts and crafts. Like, and that's no bullshit. Like whatever we gotta do to make the experience 10 times better the next time, like we're pulling up and we're doing that shit. You know what I'm saying? So technology, no technology, like just know you pull up, like you're gonna have a good time regardless.
Nah,
Yo,
100%.
Jay, that reminds me of, and I tell people this story all the fucking time, but this, from the first moment I ever saw you perform, I knew I would never forget it. You pulled up to the spot with two dancers and two poles. I've never seen that. That's something that even if I would have saw online, it would have never captured what that felt like in person. What kind of inspired you to say like, yo, I'm about to flip this New York City underground artist like performances on its head? Because I've literally never seen anyone do anything like that.
Yeah, man, that was a minute ago. When I mean, I've done it a bunch of times. We actually just did it again for my me and Rocky's birthday, the Capricorn batch that we did. Um, yeah, I it's just kind of weird how like everything just like changed into that because I used to just like take regular pictures or whatever, like, but I think I started taking the pictures of this dancer, like this exotic dancer or whatever, and like then like I feel like a lot of people like from her job, like the strip club she was working with, like was hitting me up to like take mad pictures. So I just used to like just come in contact with them like OD, and I was like, nah, this gotta be a way that I can like flex this to like my rap career some way. So like I feel like I was just building mad relationships with them at a certain time, and then I ran across this so I was opened up into that world, and I ran across this amazing dancer by the name of Jewel, and she's just been like super duper like she's like my fucking my teammate at this point. Like she does like almost every show with me. She's out in Miami right now, like at King of Diamonds, just like killing shit. But I think like yeah, linking up with her was like a big part of that journey. So I was just always thinking of different ways to try to like stand out because we living in New York, man. It's like it's a rapper on every fucking corner. Like it's not even about the music as much as it is about standing out these days. So it's like
Yeah, you're seeing
I
before you're heard a lot of times, man. So I get you on that.
yeah, man. Like it's like, bro, like you got. I remember like going to these things and going to open mics and going to other people's shows and like I always knew. Like some people get jaded, some people get salty and be like, "Wow, I'm better than these people. Why am I not being? Why people not paying attention to me?" But I never really had that outlook. I just was always motivated to be like, "All right, what can I do to make sure that niggas have to pay attention to me like in some type of way?" And I'm always just thinking about like, what can I do to just like make motherfuckers have to pay attention to us, like.
Yeah, damn, I don't want to mess up the person who quoted it, so I'm not going to attach a name to it. But there's a quote that says, be so good you can't be ignored. And I appreciate the way you're coming at the craft. Shout out to Jewel. I don't know if she heard you just give the shout out, but I see her out in the audience
Oh
now.
yeah, I see. I don't know if she was in here, but yeah, that's the one. she's amazing.
Yo, it makes sense though that from your first shoot, and it's a testament to your quality that you were able to start photographing other dancers from that first one. Are you thinking about NFT photography at all and how that ties into what you're building?
Bro, I am. I actually want to get started with doing some stuff with Jewel. I know I've talked to her a little bit about it, and like AJ from Team Float. I know just the Team Float in general. Like they've asked me like there was always this question. It's always this question that comes up. People are like, all right, so what do you want to do more? You want to do rap more? You want to do photography more? It's like I want to do both. Like I want to do just be that person who just does both, man. Like
I don't think you got to
it's crazy,
separate it.
man. I feel like I get it though, because it's like I really get it though, bro. Because like I've been doing it both for so long, and it's fucking hard. Like sometimes I'll get into a super duper fucking photography mode, and it's like, damn, I'm shooting every other day, but it's like, am I making a song every other day? Like probably not. Like And then there's sometimes when I'm on super rapper mode, it's like, damn, I'm not booking shoots like that, but I'm shooting videos, I'm making songs, I'm doing. So it's hard to balance sometimes, but like, um, at other times it kind of like I think when it I think music allows me the opportunity to kind of do both because it's like I'm doing a lot of our like visual stuff and our marketing stuff for Rocky and I and
So,
yeah like
so
I
yeah, so
go ahead.
I actually thought about this, Jay, because I know AJ asked you this, and I think about this often because like I look at people like Hiroshi Fujiwara from Fragment, um, where like he's just a designer, right? So I think that he does sound design, he does shoe design with he did the Travis Scott things, but he's done a bunch of different stuff with a bunch of different brands. So I think ultimately what it is like you kind of design the world that you want to be in, and then those like brands and people collaborate in or come to your world. So I mean, I think I thought about this question a lot because like if we ask everybody like what do you want to be the best at, or like who do you want to be, like who do you see yourself as in like 2 years, 3 years, and sometimes people are so good at visualizing stuff that it's like damn, like this guy's an videographer, but he's also like one of the best rappers. And I think what impressed me the most about Jay is like when we got the next video, we were like, oh fuck, like this guy's music is getting better, right? Like legitimately, like I think people would say that shit, like they'll say like, yeah, man, like I fuck with you, da 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 da. But like I like Jay's videos more than his music at first, and now I'm listening to the music and I'm like, fuck, this guy's been, it's kind of like when you see somebody at the courts after they've been working out all fucking year and they show up in like July in like a beater and they're like dunking on motherfuckers. You be like, this motherfucker been doing fucking wind sprints. He's been out here doing some real shit. So like, don't be afraid. Like fucking 6, 7 months from now, Jay is out here, arm in the rim like Vince Carter on all of your favorite rappers.
Yo, I love that. G. Oh shit! I'm glad I have my mic muted because I was cracking up. But that's real.
Flow sticker always stay coming through with the analogies and we.
Yeah, nah, Hoey got the visuals on point, word visuals. I gotta catch up. But you know what's wild? Thinking about Phlote, thinking about that kind of I hate the word intersection, so I'm gonna say combination. That combination of those like parts of your career. NFTs really give you a chance to explore what that can look like, right? Because before you don't really have the option. Like on Spotify, you can't really show off your photography attached to your music. Like you can do a cover art, but that's about it. And you don't really get to change that. It's not as fluid, it's not as open. And I don't know what the exact solution is, but I think that's something interesting to kind of explore. Like, all right, well, if you're doing shoots all the time, you already share your videos that have your music attached to it. But it's like you could be dropping pictures with snippets of your records the whole time. Where it's like the NFT could be the art, and then you have your music in the background of that. And I start thinking about, to your point, where you said like, yo, you're from New York, so you understand how important it is to have a distinctive style. And you have to have something where it's like the quantity don't necessarily matter, but you want people to look at it and say, oh, that's a Jayprob piece right there. You don't need them like thinking or wondering. And then every time they start to see that, it's like, oh, okay, yeah, now I know who this is. I follow a ton of photographers on my Instagram account, and you already have a distinct photo style. The times when you do post and I see that, I'm like, oh, that's Jay. And then I look and boom, there's your name there. It reminds me of the photographer Drifter Shoots, where he's in the city and he's constantly shooting on top of like the buildings and the cranes and all of these wild ass shots. But he also has a certain aesthetic to the way he films or the way he shoots. All of his pictures, you recognize that they're his, even though it's the city element. That's one piece, but also that style. So starting to think about like, to AJ's point, I mean, to Hallway's point, you're getting iller with the music. I think you could find ways to tie the music into the photos, and I think NFTs provide you that opportunity. So I wouldn't not that you are cutting it off, but I think there's a way for you to do both, my G.
Yeah, I think definitely with the collections and the utility aspects is definitely also ways to kind of like fuse the two worlds. Um, but yeah, I definitely want to do my first just like a photography drop or a collection or something soon. I just have to figure out how to make it dope. Like, yeah, I just got to wrap my head around it. I don't want it to be like regular shit.
Uh what you said that was so poignant to me was like he's got his distinct style, and it is very hard. Like I know a lot of really good artists that draw, that paint, that do all these things, but like you know how hard it is to like really find your voice, and like that's why I said like man, like you the reason why we work with these guys is not just because they have an audience, but because they're dope as fuck. Like nothing like it's nothing like just being able to draw and being able to do everything and being multifaceted and being able to rap and produce and do all these things. It's another thing to just be able to execute on a vision, right? Like a lot of people have ideas and they like want to come out and do all these things, but they're like, oh, their videos aren't that great or whatever, like it's so fire to be able to just be like, okay, like his next drop is gonna be this, and then he goes out and handles all that shit, puts all the vision together, and that's all the way down to like curating the look, but also curating the people, right? Like, you know how bad it is to like have a good idea but then be a dickhead, but now you can have nobody working with you. Right? So it's just great to work around great people, but it's better when those people then execute on their ideas like 110%.
Yo, Hallway hit me with a quote the other day that I really, really rocked with. And it's idea, execute, improve. And maybe that's not a quote, but a saying, however you want to phrase it. And I think that Jay and Rocky embody that. They have the idea, they execute on it, and then they figure out how to improve for their next iteration. I didn't even know we was getting a Bronxlyn too. I've been vibing out to the first joint. Now I'm hype as hell, even more to pull up for tomorrow. Jay, as you develop this, as where other people are recognizing this distinct style, who are some of the inspirations that helped you, find your way?
Yeah. Nah, I just wanted to go back about like what you just said because I seen a quote from Latasha too recently. I think she was saying like build and go rest, build and go rest, like and just like continue type shit. That's really just been the fucking I don't know. That's the routine as of late. But yeah, the question. What was your question again? I'm sorry.
You good, G? I wanted to know like who are your inspirations?
Uh, all right. So I'm always like inspired by people that are kind of like multifaceted. So like always like the Gambino's like a big inspiration for me. He was doing the writing, he was doing the acting, he's doing the music and shit. Like people like Tyler, he's doing like the directing, the producing, the rapping and shit like that. Like Kanye, obviously, like people that just I'm multifaceted. I always wanna. I don't know if it's just because I'm a Capricorn and I wanna fucking control everything, but like me and Rocky are both Capricorn, so we just like be like fuck, bro, like yeah. So I mean, it's not even that, but it's like I genuinely like doing it. It's not like I just don't have a trust in people, or I just don't be like people can't, because obviously like I trust people to do the shit that I can't do. Like I have full fucking trust in like Team Float and to do what the fuck they do. Is like certain things that I love to do. Is just like why not do it, because it's kind of like it kind of I think it just tells the story better when you're in control of more things artistically. It's like I can not only can I make the music, but it's like I can also kind of paint the picture visually too. So it kind of it's instead of just giving that responsibility to somebody else who wasn't really in my mind when I made this, so they don't really understand that they may not have the vision entirely, so it just may not hit the same way. So like yeah, just people like that.
I think it's dope wanting to be in control like that, but also being able to let go and being able to have the people that you trust enough to let go of that control, while also to always point, like, not being a dick about it, where it's like, yo, I know as an artist the execution of your vision is like the most important thing. That's everything. That is your art, and you need it to be expressed the way that you see it. And when people mess that up or people don't align with it, it can start to, jade people and make them not want to work with others. And so knowing that you have that awareness along with that desire to control makes a lot of sense for me. And I see why you're able to create at the level that you do. You mentioned some pretty ill, multifaceted artists there. If you were putting together a dream lineup, one to perform alongside and a second lineup for you to shoot, who would be on either lineup?
God damn, nigga, what type of question? Shit.
Yo, that's fucked up. That's
how
fucked
many
up.
how many people? How many people is in this lineup? Like, damn.
AG,
like
it's up to you. It's your dream, man. Whatever you want.
Fuck. God damn. All right, so people to like perform alongside of. Oh man, bro, that's crazy. I don't know, man. I feel like, can I get a time machine and like go back to certain places and people in their prime and shit?
100%.
Damn, bro. I always wanted to do, like, I feel like one of them Uncle Luke shows or like the Freaknik shits would be lit.
Hey, yo, Freaknik would be
Like,
crazy.
or like the old 3-6 shows, but also like I fuck with like Odd Future and them in their prime, like Kanye in their prime, and like probably Gambino in his prime.
Okay, there's your music side. Who would be your dream photography lineup? You got, now let me give more parameters to that. You got a studio, so it's an indoor shoot. You got 8 hours and you got 2 hours with 4 people. Who would you want to shoot?
Definitely I like people like Ugly. Like what the hell is her name? Her name is Ugly, right? I forget. I think Ugly Worldwide is her Instagram. She's like this this model. Yeah. So her and like I like fuck is her name, bro. I'm so bad with the names, bro.
That's all good. Pull up your IG real quick. I know I see Ugly Ugly
Yo,
Worldwide right here.
Rumpus, what's Shorty with the Rumpus in there, right? What's Shorty with the fuck Slick Woods. I fuck with Slick Woods too. And the last person, I don't know, man.
Hey, nah, that's all good. That's all good. We got you too. Rumpus just came up.
Wait, go ahead. What did you say?
Oh no, I was saying Ugly Worldwide, and he was telling me like the people that I would like to shoot. I was saying Ugly Worldwide, and I found out her name is Slick Woods.
Yeah.
And
yeah, Slick Woods she's a good one. I would say I mean just knowing.
Give me your last one.
The last pick, Slick Woods, Ugly Worldwide. Last pick right now because I'm a fan right now. FKA Twigs.
Ooh,
oh yeah,
yo,
yeah,
her
she
mixtape
be
goes
fine.
hard.
Yeah, she's fine.
Yeah,
she's a Capricorn too.
Yeah,
Yo,
and she's experimental. I just like that.
Yo, you know what I could see, and I'm glad you're recording this. Like, put this shit on chain. Like, I could see Jay doing scoring and doing some sort of like high end fashion show in sometime in the next like 2 to 3 years, right? Like, you know how we saw Tyler do that shit? Like, I think once people see it and they can like believe it, now all of a sudden it's like, damn, like it kind of opens up people's minds to say like, fuck, we should have so and so do this. I mean, you saw that with Kirby doing shit when he did his man. But I could see that shit because he has Jay seems to have like a clear, distinct vision for what he wants, and when you have people that have that, man, I mean, then it's like, who doesn't want to collaborate with those people, bro? You think of all the people that he said, Kanye is going to come with a clear vision, like the James Terrell shit. Tyler probably had one of the best rap albums of the year right? But he had a clear vision, and you see the shit translate all the way through, like all the videos, the performances, he showed up in fire ass fits. I could see Jay doing the same thing no matter which direction he decides to go in. So like, I'm just glad this shit's recorded for real, Khufu,
Oh,
because
100%.
I want people to know, like, yo, when this guy goes, like, you heard it on Money Trees.
And so Jay, I want to thank you for coming on, because that was the whole point, where it's like, I think that I've been blessed to have met some of the most talented creators and just dopest human beings in the world, right? And clearly I'm biased, but I love y'all. The way that I leave, I remember when I met Hallway in Miami, and I was like, damn, another one. Great. Can't wait to keep building with my guy here. When I first saw you perform, when I met Rocky and saw her ability to like capture the crowd, it was amazing to me. And I think that these types of energies, these types of people, again, I'm lucky that I'm early. It feels like getting into to Bitcoin or Ethereum when they
And
first
then
started.
and then when you meet my guy Rumpus at the party.
Oh yeah, Ron, we gonna connect tomorrow. You had great energy both times. I love it.
Yeah, I'm
To
actually
me,
excited to see everybody tomorrow too, Koof. I get to
Nah,
meet you for the
facts.
first time as well, and be
hell
back
yeah.
in New York. I'm ready. You know what I'm saying? I'm so ready for tomorrow. I'm excited to see the full video, edited, everything. The song is fire. I also wanted to get up here and just say congrats to Jay. Also to Rocky as well, on dropping not only just one, but your third NFT. I think you guys should get like a badge like on Xbox for completing an achievement. So congrats to you, man.
Nah, shout out to Rump though, because he was really a big motivation to just educating me personally. I think Rock Suit like on the just the NFT space in Web3 in general about like a year ago. So like it's just cool to see all of this shit kind of like come full circle, and it's like now we're in it now. He's been around with us like creating a lot of the content or just sharing the moments of being in these experiences, along with like Ladalia, obviously Jewel. Yeah, so Rocky, obviously, like she's
Real community shit. Like, and that's the thing, is y'all don't throw that word around and not mean it. Like, y'all create IRL activations for people to come pull up to, for people to vibe to, for people to have great energies around. Y'all see, the fact that y'all are giving away a mint to performers tomorrow, like that is
yeah.
insane.
Tell
It's
them
an
more
education
about
piece.
that,
So
Float.
yeah. So we have a live vote every Tuesday. Khufu, you've been there a couple times. You voted online. Essentially, you submit your song through the form when you RSVP, but you got to be there. So you got to pull up, and then we're gonna choose, as many as we can get through. If it's a bunch of whack ones, then obviously we're gonna get through a lot, because we don't play, a whole song that's trash, right? So the biggest thing is like it's the community voting on it. So we think we've come up with a really, really dope way for the community to get involved IRL. So when we run through the songs, y'all are, if you're in the crowd, you'll get to vote on it, and we'll get a consensus winner by the end of the night, and then we'll mint those people, or person, he, she, dog, cat. We had a duck at the last goddamn event, so it could be anything. Um, so yeah, it's not just me, it's not just Jay, it's not just Rocky or any of us choosing these people. It's our community coming together and choosing as a consensus that this person won the night. And then we're gonna, once we've identified those people, then we're gonna go ahead and do what we have to do to get them on chain, and work with them more. And that's really important, man. Like, I want to emphasize this a lot, and really put a lot of love toward Jay and Rocky, because there's a lot of artists that like they want to come out and they want to do these events, but it's another thing to offer a hand to the next person come. Can y'all hear me?
Yo,
I can
yeah,
hear you now.
yeah.
Oh,
I can
bet,
hear
bet,
you
bet.
now.
Nah,
I got rug too at the same time, bro. I got a phone call the second you started
yeah,
glitching. I'm like, wait, is that me? Hold on.
yeah. No, I had a
My bad,
phone
G. Keep
call.
going. You left off at Rocky.
Yeah. So these two, like, not only are they coming out and making dope content, but they're also like giving a hand back to the people in their community, right? And like we're just offering the process to allow the community to then go ahead and be like, yeah, this person won the night, so this person, you know what I'm saying? Like that's all we're doing. We're just saying offering the process up when you come out. If you submit a song to get your shit minted, if everybody's fucking with it, right? And that seems like an easy thing to do, but obviously nobody else has figured it out. So that's the other thing, man. Like I'm not gonna keep talking because I can't. I'll go full Methodist preacher on this motherfucker. But a lot of people come out and they do these sort of events and they put sort of Web3 or they put some sort of stuff. But like whatever y'all are thinking about, we thought about 3 months ago. And we're always right now. We're thinking about what can we do for the next one, and this one isn't even started yet. So yeah, I'm gonna hop off my soapbox.
Nah, you good, G. It's future legends. That's all that is. Y'all in the future already. We gotta catch up. Jay, I want to thank you again for coming through, man. I'm excited to pull up tomorrow, see everyone. Like I mentioned, this will be my first. Yeah, I didn't go out all January, man. I don't know. It was cold. The Omarion, vax cards required. I'll feel a little safer there. No, let me not make it political, y'all. Jay, I ask everyone on the show two things before I let them get out of here. The first thing I'm going to ask you is, what is your seed phrase? And now part of that Web3 onboarding, part of that education is helping people get set up with their crypto wallets. And seed phrase right now is your 12 or 24 word account recovery key. And I'm going to keep saying it. Seed phrase is not scary enough. If you lose your seed phrase, you lose access to all of your funds, all of your NFTs. It's game over. It needs to be like DEF CON or something. Like when you hear DEF CON, you're like, oh shit, yeah, let me pay attention to that. Like my seed phrase, it's like, anyway, we're
Nah,
repurposing
no
seed
lie.
phrase.
When you just asked for my seed phrase, my heart just dropped. I was like, why is he asking me that? But
Yeah, we repurposing seed phrase on the show because we're here, we're planting trees, we're planting seeds. That's funny. He was like, the
got you.
fuck? Like, hold on, Khufu, what you doing on this, bro? So yeah, we're repurposing seed phrase to be a quote saying that you live by, something that embodies, your approach to your art, your approach to Web3. So, Jayprob, what is your seed phrase?
Get that bread, get that head, then leave.
Get that bread, get that head, then leave.
Nah, I'm fucking with you. Nah,
I was like, hey, bro, that's what it
nah.
is.
Man, shit, dog. Like for real, I think it's just about just doing it, bro. Like you could talk about shit and you can have so many ideas and try to plan everything out perfectly for all of this time, but like I think our superpower is really just trying to fucking do shit, bro. Like to be honest, like just do it like Nike, man. Like just do it, bro. Like if you want to do some shit, just fucking do it, bro. Like honestly.
Nah, I love that, G. As AJ, I keep calling Hallway AJ. I'm thinking of Phlote. I want to say Phlote, but I'm like, nah, you already named him. Hallway came in under the Phlote account, and sometimes it's AJ, sometimes it's Hallway on the Phlote account. So that's why I keep messing up their names, y'all. Anyway, as Hallway was saying earlier, he's glad that this is recorded. I haven't been minting the actual episodes on the blockchain, but I do mint the one of one NFTs. I think that they're a great way to celebrate this appearance, to celebrate the fact that you came on here, we chopped it up, you planted some trees, and to look back on this, immutable blockchain, on this new technology at this date and time and say, like, yo, how well have the things that you talked about grown? Have you put in the effort? Have you put in the time? Have you been disciplined to go after all of these goals and all of these, ideas that you've talked about here for your career? And so, with this one of one, number 25, Jayprob Money Trees NFT, what are we going to list this at? What is the price?
Man, I feel like I want this to be like a little hidden gem. So I would list it at because you want it to be a come up. So I'm gonna list it at 0.05.
There it is, Jay. Yo, man, again, thank you for pulling up. We had some great laughs today. This was definitely one of the funnier ones. Always great energy with y'all. OS NYC tomorrow, 8 p.m. 50 Bowery. We outside Bronxlyn 2
Nah, for
party
real.
vid.
If
Future
you're in New York,
legend.
man, pull
Oh
up.
yeah, I'm gonna have to clip this tonight and then reshare that so we can get some extra promo going there. And invite some of the homies out. We see Lefties here if he's free. I know he'll pop out too. See if some of the
Yeah,
boys is
for sure.
around. But all right, my G. Yo, you stay up. I'll catch y'all tomorrow. This has been dope.
Thank you again, man. Thank you. I appreciate you.